Somebody's been in my suite. I don't remember giving permission, and I didn't see any note. Has this ever happened to you? It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you start to feel violated. We need to understand about this access going into suites. My name's Murray Johnson. Welcome to this video session. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a video interview series designed to be everything condo. If you've been following the series, we're glad you're back. Today I'm joined by Denise Lash of Lash Condo Law. Denise, thanks for joining us today. This is perfect to have a lawyer here to talk about this kind of thing because people do feel violated. What do we tell homeowners when they come in the office and they've got this complaint? Don't they have a valid point?
Well, owners always have this complaint, and they have a right to privacy, that's for sure. But they are living in a condominium corporation, and because it's a condominium corporation, they have to deal with the board and management. And the board and management, they have a duty to maintain the common elements, sometimes to go into the unit depending on the particular corporation and whether it requires maintenance of an item. And then if there is a risk of injury or a potential damage to the property, they need to access the unit. Now that doesn't mean that the corporation can go in at any time for whatever reason. They still have to give notice under certain circumstances, and they have to be careful when they enter into the unit. So there may be a requirement to go in because there's regular maintenance, and they could give notice. And then there may be a requirement to go in there quickly because there's a sense of urgency. For example, an overflowing toilet, or perhaps a burst pipe. Those are instances in which the corporation needs to enter into quickly.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I get it. You know, there's water pouring out. We got to get in there. No time to call you. But there are those situations that aren't so black and white, and maybe notice wasn't left. And now there's a little bit more validity to the feeling of being violated. How do we deal with that situation?
If the unit owner has discovered that somebody entered their unit and no note was left in the unit, then the first party they should contact is property management. Find out when someone entered the unit and what was the purpose of entering the unit. After that point in time, they should be looking around the unit, and if they feel that there was some damage, possibly to the unit, again, report it to property management. And it's very important that they do that right away because there may be certain things that are covered under the unit owner's insurance policy or the corporation's insurance policy. You want to make sure that there's no delay in reporting that. Also, theft of items. If the unit owner has discovered something missing, again, contact property management immediately to inform them.
Right, so it's that delay doesn't help their situation. Again, this doesn't happen all the time. I think we're just talking about those people that feel violated when it does happen. So it sounds like there's almost always the chance that the condo is going to have to gain access at one point or another, whether it's regular maintenance or even checking up on some emergency upstairs or next door. What should the condo do and what should the residents do to be protecting themselves?
The condominium corporation should always give notice if they can. So for regular maintenance checks, fire prevention issues, those kinds of things, they should be giving notice, and it should be at least 48 hours. Sometimes it's a week's notice, and that's fine. If they can't give notice, they must, and I'm saying must, even though there's no legal requirement, they should be leaving a note in the unit and advising the resident that they were entered the unit, what was the purpose. And it's really important if the unit is being accessed for the purpose of maintaining, for example, a fan coil unit. Unit owner should be moving their own furniture. It's not the corporation's responsibility to do so. And the other thing I wanted to mention is unit owners, you need to know that the corporation has the right to access the unit. If you prevent access, you could be finding yourself with a legal bill because that would be considered non-compliance. There's that right to access.
Almost obstructional.
Exactly.
Oh, interesting. I knew there was a reason for inviting a lawyer today. Thanks for helping us with that, Denise. If you found yourself in this position, hopefully these tips in who to talk to, how to be timely in your inquiries is going to help you get through it and feel a little bit better about the experience. Until next time, I'm Murray Johnson, and this has been your Condo Connection.